So apparently I'm a day late for the event that was held on Christmas for the Papua New Guinea bush airstrips, but that's okay. I think we could still have a little bit of fun. Let's fire up Milviz Beaver and see what we can't get done. Yeah, hopefully you recognize this place. This is Kokoda Airport in Papua New Guinea. I've been here many times, and it is certainly one of my favorite places to come and play. And it's really a good area of the world for the Milviz Beaver. So as I've been sitting here messing around, I'm noticing some clouds are moving in. So I'm not going to horse around a whole heck of a lot. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Uh, I hope you had a chance to fly in this event yesterday. It looked like it was going to be a ton of fun, and being up here messing around is always a challenge, but never the same experience twice just because of the weather and the terrain. But anyway, here we are, Kokoda. We're going to be departing. Well, I don't know if it's north or south. I haven't even looked at the weather. I probably should. What do we have here weather-wise? It looks like 184. So we'll be departing to the south and then probably making right-hand traffic and coming around this little red line. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's the Kokoda Trail. That kind of leads us up the correct little valley here, and then here's the playground. I mean, all of these fields here are modeled. I think there's 13 or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. I'm missing a few, I'm sure, but there's several. Yep, 11 we have emo mission, but for some reason I thought there were more than that. Anyway, but this is going to be a good start. I've never found more than about 5 in any one given sitting, and so we're going to just try to see how many of these we can find, and who knows? We may crash before we get to the first one. I don't know. But if we're able to find a few, then we're going to fly from these little airfields down to Port Moresby. And there's this is Jackson's International Airport down here. We'll try to fly our way down here, and that's kind of where we will call it good for the day. So that's the rough idea. And yeah, let's see what's going on. Hello, Downwind Sim. I am a long way from home. You are correct, but you've been here before. I know that. You have messed around in this very same neck of the woods, if I recall. And this is something you and I we need to come up here and do some scenery work. I know there are some scenery packs available for this area, but I'll be honest with you, they don't really do it justice. And I think we could, between the two of us, we could come up with some fun strips up here. All right, I don't even know if I know how to start this dadgum thing. So let's see if we can get it figured out here. Ignition, everything should be off. Whoops, those are all turned on. Why, I don't know. That all needs to come off here. Parking brake is set right there. The trim, yeah, trim wheel, I don't know. Where is trim is, gosh, I don't even remember where the trim is. I think, oh, trim, duh. See if I can remember my settings here. Yep, trim is zeroed out. Trim is all up on the top for this, yeah, particular plane. The wobble pump, yes, that's my favorite part, man. Battery master can come on. That's this guy right here. Good, we have power. That's a good thing. Circuit breakers, everything is in. That looks great. We're gonna, let's see, check our fuel quantity. Actually, right now we're not because we don't have any. We need to get some pressure built up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 5 or so. That's what we need, and then we need also to hit the primer down here a couple, 2 or 3 times. Of course, it's summer, and Downwind Sim is saying 65 here in St. Louis, which is cool, but I'm guessing it's probably at least that down here, Papua New Guinea, because it's summertime where they live, and so that's probably a similar, if not more, nice warm day wherever they are in this part of the woods. Although I really don't know. It's obviously never been here, other than virtually. Let's see. Throttle open a quarter. We need to have the propeller. The mixture, sorry, comes full. Its propeller stays off. Oh, I need to resync my controls here. They're a little warbly right now. And let's see, carb, all that stuff is cold. That's good. I do need to put my position light on. Beacon, I guess, is what they call it here. And let's turn the magnetos on. We're going to do fuel boost. There we go. We got some pressure in the fuel. And all of our tanks are full. And let's see. All right. We are good to go. The pump is off. And yeah, if you want to play along at home, this is the map that I'm going to be using. I haven't messed with this map very much. I've always tried to use Sky Vector and this and that and the other thing, and I haven't had a ton of luck. So the goal, if I find more than 4, that'll be an all-time high for me. I've never found, I don't believe, more than 4 in one sitting. So that's downwind. If you want to pull that up, or whoever else is watching, you want to pull that up, and let's see if we can't get some of these figured out. I need to get like a checklist and just, keep track of where I've been. I've been up here probably 5 or 6 times, but half the time I just try to find EMO mission and go from there. Okay, I need to turn some more things on here. Alternator coming on, radios coming on. I don't know, but I would highly doubt have any ATC down here, but let's just check and see. I haven't fired that up, honestly. And while that fires up, I'm going to connect. And I know this says 297 Bravo, but we are forever now November 1116. We are DHC-2 Beaver, de Havilland, Canada. And they have some air traffic controllers down in Hawaii right now. That's pretty cool. Yep. Unfortunately, nothing going on. Well, let me show you what's going on in the world here. Nothing going on in our neck of the woods. It's Papua New Guinea, Australia area. It's, I don't know what time it is, but it is. It's a Thursday, so people work, and I'm on vacation, but that doesn't mean everybody is. And a little bit of stuff going on here. Is this kind of the Poland area? And up in here, Denmark, Germany, Switzerland. Kind of flying down the mountains down there. A little bit of stuff going on in the UK, but Dublin. What's going on in Dublin? They've got an event. I didn't hear about this. Amsterdam to Dublin. Oh, that's coming up on the 29th. So if you like flying in Europe, this might be something to get your ducks in a row to figure out. Looks like it could be a fun time. They do a nice job over there. I've only been over there just a handful of times, but really they do some nice work. Here's Portugal. Nothing happening in Africa. Yeah, some stuff down here in the southern part of South America. And talk about mountainous terrain, that right down there, I tell you what, that's a challenge. And the U.S. has a few things going on here, kind of the New York Cleveland, Chicago, Minneapolis, little corridor there, and then down Atlanta, Memphis, Fort Worth centers. And yeah, that looks like, again, Hawaii has some stuff going on. So a few things happening. If you want to get out and fly a little bit, you are lucky to be on vacation and have a day off or whatever. Or if not, come after work. The old wind down thing, that works too. I'm happy to be back. I had way too much fun with my family, and they're kind of on their way back home right now, and so everybody here is now winding down as well. But been a great vacation so far. Hope you've had yourself also a fantastic one. And yeah. All right, a couple more things. I don't know if I'll need the pitot heat, but I'll turn it on. We need a quick check. Yeah, they are. They're kind of popping in. I don't know if I've got like something here that's, I don't know. So let's see what we've got over here. That does do that sometime to me. This is all. You have the alternator going. Yep, I do. Sometimes it'll do that until I start to rev up the engine too. I don't see anything over here that would be messing with things, so yeah. We'll keep an eyeball on it though, just in case. All right, here we go. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to check active sky. 2980 is what we have for altimeter setting. Right in there-ish. Cross-referencing, boy. I don't know if I can cross-reference. High altitude flying is what we're doing here, guys. And so, yeah, let's just get rolling and see what happens. This is going to be a fly by the seat of the pants day, no matter how much preparation you think you're going to be doing. Here's the plan. Downwind, you can help me out with this if you want. I'm planning on just flying straight south, essentially, because we're departing to the south, and I'm going to try to see if I can find this Maioli. Looks like Maioli. It's right at the top of the hill. I don't even remember all the different. I should probably look and see, but anyway, we'll just see how many of these we can find. I recognize some of these names here. There's, you know, what do we have? Yeah. Bodie is one, and oh jeez, I don't. We'll just go up and see what we can find here and see how many of these we can. Finding them and landing it on them are going to be two different things, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, brakes are released. Put the prop lever forward here, and let's taxi on down. North end, and we'll depart up the hill. It's a little bit of an uphill departure, but not too bad, I don't think. First time, by the way, P3D with the new Man of War headphones. Well, they're new to me. They're my son's hand-me-downs. He gave them. He gifted them to me. So still trying to work on levels and all that good stuff. Still trying to get all of those things figured out. Hopefully, downwind, give me a little heads up if something's too quiet, something's too loud, whatever. You know, maybe we ought to. Might be easier to just. You want a Discord voice there, my good man? Are you in the middle of something? You're probably trying to work. You're one of those guys, aren't you? Holy cow! Tail whip. Sim audio a bit loud. All right. Oh, I cranked that up for the intro music. Flaps to take off. Well, give me a nudge if you want. In fact, I'll just do this. I'm in my Discord voice room if you feel like joining. If not, I understand, but it might be just as easy for you to guide me that way as anything. In fact, if Anybody comes along here later on and wants to join, feel free. Yeah, if you can't make it, like I say, no big deal. No big deal. So, all right. We're going to get going, and I believe the valley that's just off here to our left is the one that we want to fly. I looked back, it's been a couple of months since I've been here, maybe closer to 3 months that I've been here. I still have something blinking. What did I say, 2850, is that what I said for 2980? All right, let's set this real quick here. 2980. Got to set both. Might as well do this as well, since we have this audio from Bat Sim. 2280. Nothing really to tune in as far as VORs or DMEs or ADFs or anything like that, but I should have probably announced that. Kokoda traffic, Beaver 11816 departing runway 18, Kokoda. You never know. There might be somebody that pops in, wants to know what the heck's going on. Okay, let's get this thing leaned out here. We are at altitude. Pull her up to about 1700. Lean it back. We need everything we can get to get over the top of these mountains. That's probably about what I'm going to get right there. Okay. Real quick look at the checklist here. One last look. Clearance. I got compass is checked. Just double, triple check that. South. Yep, we're going south and south. That looks pretty close. Altimeter, altitude. Yeah, I'm not really going to be using. We're not really going to be using this thing, so I'm not going to worry too much about setting the autopilot. Transponder mode Charlie. That looks like it's on. Ooh, I don't know if it's on. You know what I better do? Here's this. I better file. I have not filed. VFR southbound. Sorry about that, guys. That's what I'm doing. So we are Kokoda, which is AYKO. Can't find it, by the way, on SkyVector. Again, it's not super surprising, but we're going to end up at AYPY when it's all said and done. Yeah, not much outside of the United States, just not a whole lot, really. Man, we were supposed to be gone at 2200, and it'll probably take us a couple, 2.5 hours. Cruise speed, no, probably more like about 120. And our altitude, we're actually going to get up there pretty good today. What do I need? Just looking at, yeah, it's every bit at 12,500, I think, to get up and over the top of the hills. All right, whoops, just got a text message. Oh, I got you know what I love about vacation? Two things I love about vacation. Number one, I love when you forget what day it is, and I did that already today. And then number two, I love when you get calendar reminders from your regular work week and you don't have to go to that meeting. I love that. All right, let's see. I think we're ready to go. So pretty well due south and up to the very tip top of the hills, and then we're going to be looking for the very first airfield that we can find and see what happens here. Take me a minute to kind of get back to being used to P3D. Come on, girl. There we go. Tails up. Want to lean a little bit to the left. That would be nice if we could get up on this little lip. There we go. And we're flying. See you later, guys. Have a great time around the fire pit. Alright, let's build some airspeed here. And start model, even though this is Orbix scenery. There's the trail. So you can see it. They do model that trail for you so you know where you're going, which is kind of nice. This really is a fun, like I say, fun scenery pack. Comes with several of the airports they're throwing in. You need to buy Jackson's International, and so it's, I mean, you have to make a bit of an investment. Then you can do the, at one point, see there goes the trail. At one point the mesh down here was available for, there you go, how's that? Yeah, this is a loud airplane, there's no doubt about it. Oh, you know what I could check also? Let me do this. Oh, that was loud. Oh, I have everything backed way down. Yeah, that's not the problem here. I just need to pull it back a little bit on Streamlabs, huh? Oh boy. Well, anyway, I was gonna say, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Something about the scenery. Oh yeah, I think it's a fairly old scenery, honestly, to be, you know, when you look at what Orbix has done, but one of the first to really take like a whole big huge landmass and integrate it together, and certainly one of the very first places that ever featured these types of bush airstrips. This does not look promising. This does not at all look promising. And oh boy. Alright, we're going to do this. We're going to get our altitude while the getting's good. We're going to just do some circles here where we can see, and then we're going to, with any luck, we'll be either on top of the cloud layer, or the clouds will have the opportunity to kind of go on their merry way. But that weather is a huge issue down here. Very, very unpredictable, as you might expect. And so you just kind of have to roll with it. Now, if worse comes to worse, what we'll do is we can fly down the river here to the east, and we can go try to find the EMO mission. I do know that looked halfway decent out that way. Try to remember all my keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, that weather down there looks a heck of a lot better. This stuff here is what we don't like. So if we do the EMO mission, I don't know if it's EMO or EMO, we kind of have a little different approach that we could take. So we were here at Kokoda. If we go down to EMO mission, then we can pop this way over the top and kind of more come in here westbound. So that's a plan B. We're kind of circling right here right now. I'd love to just shoot across here and jump right in, but if not, we'll come down. There's a little road and river, and then you come up this valley, and we'll hit that mission there, and we'll try to do it that way. As you can see, I'm sorry I just pulled the map off. We need every bit of 12,000 to crest these mountain ranges. There's peaks here 11.3, and I'm just looking here 11.2. So, you know, 12,000, really it does say 11.6 is an MSE, but I kind of feel a lot better about 12,000, to be totally honest with you. So we're going to go ahead. We're just going to, we've got good airspeed now, and we'll just keep kind of making a little holding pattern. It's out our departure. Yeah, right down there was kind of where we took off from. So it does look like this is like a little bit of a layer of low fog or low clouds, which can sit in these little valleys just really all day long until the sun burns things off. I think I have things set kind of for, it's probably middle of the night there right now, though, isn't it? That maybe is why we're not seeing any European, or not a whole lot of, I should say, Australian, Papua New Guinea, kind of East Asia air traffic controllers. I think it's very late there, now that I think about that. But anyway, I think I have the time set for afternoon. We don't have all day long here. There we go. There's our airstrip. You can kind of see that's like some kind of a pineapple orchard or something down there. But you can see we've got some, we've got some clear spots here that if we can just time it right, find the right valley, we can be okay. We're at 6,000 now and climbing. And there's our trail that we're still trying to follow as best we can. Got the prop maxed out. And all right, I think we can go up this valley now. We're going to be up and over the top of the cloud layers and be a little bit safer here. I feel better about this. If it builds up on us, I might change my mind. Happy Thursday. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. So good to be back. Haven't been gone for that long, but when you think about all the different things that go on over Christmas, it feels like we just wrapped up about 2 weeks worth of fun with the family, and feels like I've been away for longer than I really have. So maybe it's also because I haven't been down in this area for a long time, and that could be potentially why it feels that way. But yeah, I hope your holiday was great. The theme of ours this year, really, the older I get, it's about presence with the C, not with the T. And I just enjoy, I'm a grandfather who just enjoys more and more just kind of being around his family. I don't have a whole lot of things in my life that I really truly need. I'm pretty well taken care of. Well, spoiled rotten, honestly. Let's be truthful about it. And so just to be around kids and family. My brother came up with his kiddos, well, 2 of the 4, and we enjoyed all kinds of good stuff. Had prime rib, made prime rib, I should say, for the first time on Christmas. That was a really yummy treat. I had so much prime rib for we did kind of the late lunch thing. You know how that is. You eat around 1, 2 o'clock. So I had so much prime rib that I wasn't hungry for dinner. So when dinner time rolled around, I just ended up having apple pie. That was my whole dinner. Apple pie and ice cream. I love this brown livery, man. It is so cool. Very vintage, retro. There's our Kokoda field in the background. Pretty awesome. Yep, think we're going to be in great shape here. 8,000 climbing, still making very good power. We can climb, this thing will climb easily at 1,000 feet per minute if you needed to, really truly. Although we are fairly heavy, we have 3 full tanks, so I don't know that I'd really want to push it that hard. Cylinder head temp, carbs are good. If we need to, though, we could pull this just a little bit. Wait a minute, which one is it? There we go, just to get a little Yeah, I better keep looking out the window here. If we start to backfire, that's where we'll kind of make our adjustments there. I don't know how well you can see that, but the idea is to keep it in the green there. That's not too cold, not too hot. All right, we're making good progress. And we've managed to stay roughly 180, so I think we're going to be pretty close to coming out where we want to come out. Would like to shoot that gap right there. See some clouds on the other side here as well. And so, you know, that might limit our landing options. Most of these are less than 7,000 as I'm looking at it here. Yeah, 64, 38, 26, 24, 41. So, you know, we're going to drop down quite a bit, but it's all in the finding it. You know, you might be right over the top of it, but if you got a cloud layer, good luck trying to find those little, you know, those little mountain strips. I also found, I did find something that was, it actually gave the latitude and longitude. Yeah, so I do have some of that I could throw in there. It has some of the ones, Kagi and a few. It doesn't have a whole heck of a lot. It's got an abandoned one, abandoned Myola one, and but that, you know, that's what a guy probably should really do, is just get in there and try to find some good imagery, some over top Google imagery or something, and see if you couldn't figure out where the heck you were at. Then you could build, you know, your own little sectional. All right, well, we're climbing up over 9,000 here, so this is just kind of a nice green patch that's a bit of a visual reference. I don't, you know, again, you're talking about, you know, Sky Vector or excuse me, Orbix and P3D, and you know, this isn't ortho scenery, so you're not exactly getting everything you're really needing to see, but for the most part, there are some things that show up consistently, and this is one of them. It means we're on the right track. We're heading in the right direction, I guess, if you will. Now I do actually have, as I say, there's no VORs to tune, but a guy does have Port Mosby 117.0 that you know, I could tune in, and it would give us a rough idea. I think one of these, you know, you search the forums and all that good stuff, and it tells you, yeah, just take the whatever radial from Jackson's and you'll run right into it. But if we get completely and totally lost, I'll see if I can locate that, and but yeah, I think we're getting about to where we need to be, where we need to start looking downward a little bit. We're just about to crest the hill here, and we're at a little over 10,000 right now. Actually, we found kind of a little bit of a spot here where we don't quite need 12,000. Not sure if there's a whole lot over there or not, but one thing about this plane, the only thing I don't love is the visibility. Really have to lean forward. This thing here kills me, but you know, set up a couple camera angles and you're in good shape. Of course, you could be like Downwind Sim and other folks who have made the jump into the Oculus technology. That definitely is a really neat piece of equipment. A little more than my sim will handle, or I should say my computer will handle at this point in time. I did attempt a CPU upgrade only to find out that my current motherboard does not support the processor that Santa Claus brought me, so I'm on hold a little bit longer, I guess, but that's okay. This one's working pretty well for me right now. It's just the only time I really notice the stuttering is either when I have a big aircraft, you know, a PMDG or one of my Aerosoft. Combine that with, you know, a big airport, international airport like Boston or Los Angeles. Well, I don't have Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Miami. Those are three of the more intricate airports that I have. Put those together and it can be a problem. Or if I have any big time weather issues, that actually was kind of a triple whammy. I flew the Captain Sim L1011 into Boston a few weeks ago with heavy weather, and yeah, it didn't end well. Let's just say that. Part of it wasn't all this, but part of it definitely was the fact that I had major frame issues and delays, and that didn't help me any. All right, well, we are over the top here, my friends, and yeah, so here's the challenge, is to try to find some needles in the haystack, as it were. And you're gonna see, like, I potentially see one. No, I thought that might be one. They're all over the place in here, kind of sometimes on ridge lines, sometimes all the way down in valleys, and we're just gonna keep looking and hunting until we find something. Once we land somewhere, we hopefully will have a little bit of a reference as to where we are, and that can help us maybe help us figure out where we need to go. We're up over 10,000, and again, most of these airstrips are down less than 7,000, so we will have to lose a little bit of altitude in order to land in any of them. In fact, some of them a significant amount of altitude. Still on the 180. Yeah, pretty close. We should be. We might. Sometimes you fly right over the top and you don't see them. I just had one peek out. See if I can. Looks like I might have one right there on the ridge. Now maybe not. All right. Well, we're gonna just make a little bit of a right-hand turn, kind of fly perpendicular along these ridge lines here, and see if we can't pick something up. Like I say, if we don't, then we can base our navigation off of what we can do from the Jackson's International VOR. But I'd rather just kind of do a pilotage, look around. Boy, it tells you just how fast you can kind of lose your bearings up here. And I was never great at finding these airfields, but I always was able to at least locate a few of them. Now I'm like completely striking out so far. There's the trail again, so maybe we just drifted ourselves a little bit too far to the east. Let's go back and look at our map here. That trail kind of runs and rolls and rambles and does kind of shoot back through here, so there it is right there. So yeah, maybe we were just over here and the bulk of them just up and down the trail, obviously, but then there's a few that are to the west. So yeah, maybe we'll start to have a few poke out from the trees here and say hello. If not, we'll just kind of hop back on that trail and just follow it up and down a little bit longer. Not seeing a whole lot just yet. We are cutting a little bit of altitude here, so that's good. Get ourselves down, at least down under 10,000. Oh, actually we're down 7,500. All right, let's level off here. Keep looking around. Nothing really presenting itself just yet. Fly this way a little bit again, kind of heading west. We're just going to kind of keep going back and forth west to east until we run across something. There's another potential, I don't know if that's, maybe that's the trail. There's a little bit of a river that runs down through here as well. What is that called? The Naro River? Noro River. I don't know if that's the river that's trying to render or not. All right, well, let's spin back around. We'll head back toward the east. What do we got down here? Anything? Yeah, it just kind of looks like it might be, but I don't think it is. Might have to gain some altitude going back this way. Holy cow. All right, running east. See what we see going this way. So far, not a whole heck of a lot. Kind of makes me wonder if I have possibly a scenery issue here. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Well, we'll just keep looking. Hey, Black Fox. Good afternoon. Happy day after Christmas, my man. I'm up here in the mountains of Papua New Guinea trying to find my bush strips here that comes with the Orbix Jackson's International scenery, the Kokoda bush strips, and I'm not having much luck. I found Kokoda only because I could spawn there, but after that it's sort of not been very productive. So we're just kind of doing a little bit of an east-west pattern. If we have to, we're going to tune in. We can actually grab a VOR radial off of Jackson International, and at least we can know if we're in the neighborhood here, since my pilotage skills are not being very fruitful just yet. Yeah, nothing, nada, zip zilch. Crazy. There's a river. I wonder if that's the Naomo River, then we are well to the east. Well, not well to the east, but we're quite a ways east of where we should be. So let's do this. I'm going to turn back one more time to the west and see if I can get back on, at least get back on the Kokoda Trail. I don't want to go much lower here because 7,000 gives me at least a halfway decent vantage point. But yeah, all of these are like within a 10-mile area, so you know, once you find one, you kind of feel like you're in pretty good shape finding all of them. Well, I have never found all of them, but not in one flight, but finding multiple ones, I guess. So let's head back this way and see. By the way, Black Fox, this is what I'm looking at. This is a new map that I found in the forums, because it's been a little while since I've been here, and I'm like, I need to sort of refresh my memory, and I wonder if there's any new resources out there to help out a guy like myself. So we're looking at that, and that gives us this right here. And I think maybe what we did is we got kind of over in this area where we were seeing this Naro River. So we're coming back kind of a little bit of a northwest, just trying to see if we can intersect any of these guys. And if not, if we can pick up this is the Kokoda Trail, we'll pick up this trail. We'll just head back toward the top of the mountains, and that'll be, knock on wood, that'll be a way that we can figure out where the heck we are. These are really, really cool. Uh-oh. That's a sim freeze. That's not good. Don't do this to me. Come on, P3D. Whew, that was a long one. This is a really cool area. A lot of fun to fly in and out of. Alright, that could potentially be my trail. Although, looking at the map, the trail runs more kind of northeast to southwest, and right now we're heading northwest. It's almost, man, that's almost running opposite of where we want to go. I wonder what that trail would be. I don't know. My goal was to find 4 or more at the beginning. Now I just kind of want to find one. Yeah. I'm just feeling like potentially there's some scenery issues here. And we're starting to get back up into the muckety muck. It's maybe tough to do anything right here. This is what it's going to look like. All right, if that's the Kokoda Trail down below us, which it very well may be, then we should be able to find that. Yeah, there might be some of these people that come up here and hike this area. I tell you what, they're hardy folks, missionary workers and stuff like that. Boy, I tell you what, because it's not a friendly place. I mean, it's a pretty tough place to be right now if you ain't from around here. All right, so we're looking. If that's the Kokoda Trail, I should be able to follow it back kind of to the north. Hopefully it turns more to the northeast here, and that leads. There's 3 or 4 strips, maybe more, that are right on the trail. If I don't see anything there, then I'm gonna probably say we've got a scenery problem, and I'm gonna need to go to Orbix Direct and see what's going on. Kind of come back a little bit here. Yeah, active sky. I have active sky, and I have the ENV suite. ENV. Oh heck, I always forget. Where are you, ENV? Where are you? And I can't pull it up, unfortunately. ENV shade, which I think gives me the ground texturing, and then ENV DIR, which gives me the cloud art. It's pretty good. I like it. I miss these clouds when I go to X-Plane. I really do. I haven't found anything yet that renders clouds like this in X-Plane. I haven't done the X Enviro though, so I can't say for sure that there's nothing else, but so far I haven't found anything that matches what I get here. All right, so what I say, Port Moresby, if we wanted just to see it, that's 117.0. So I'm going to go ahead, since we're kind of striking out here, put 1170 in, and it looks to me like if a guy went, oh heck, what would it be? I'm going to look here. Fly the 047 radial. I did. Okay, yeah, there we go. So 047. Let's go ahead. We'll spin that guy around here. Whoop, 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 too far. Oh, I'm turning. Let's stay level here. 047. There's 45, 6, 7. So yeah, we're still well east. So that's maybe our problem, is we just kind of ended up further east than we thought. So we'll gain some altitude. We'll kind of get ourselves heading back to the west, and with any luck here, we kind of go at a 90 degrees. So say we're 050, so we need about what, 320. That's roughly a 90 degree intercept. Let's just see what happens. See how close we come. And you know, like if worst comes to worst, I guess we just turn, and our ultimate destination is Jackson's International. I guess we can fly down there and have a look and see, you know. Wait a second. Yeah, that should be right. Let's just go this way a little while. Looks like the weather's halfway decent over here, so with any luck we'll start to see some things that look airstripish. I've got plenty of fuel in the tanks. I've got plenty of Diet Dr. Pepper in the cup, so we can do this for a while. And if anyone on right now is familiar with the Papua New Guinea area, feel free to chime in. But I think according to that VOR data, we must be well kind of over in this, maybe even farther over here. These are pretty good ridge lines though, but yeah. Hello, Agent Bravo 7 and Party of 16. Welcome, welcome. This is Prop Culture. We're currently lost in the mountains of Papua New Guinea, and would appreciate anyone with local course knowledge stepping in. Let me show you what I'm attempting to use here as my sectional. I found this whilst searching for information, because it's been several months since I've been here, and it's been far too long. So I thought, yeah, maybe there's some new stuff out there, and this was new to me. Hello, Kenny Monster. Good to see you. Oh, you're doing the same, yeah, over LA. As a whole, I think I would take the mountains of Papua New Guinea. I think it's slightly safer. But we're just not having much luck finding any of these. Oh, my stream seems to be losing. Oh, daggone it. What's it showing here? My apologies if it is a little blocky. It should be pretty good. I'm kind of the only guy using my Wi-Fi, my home Wi-Fi right now for the first time in about 6 days. So hopefully it'll straighten itself out. But yeah, welcome everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Day after Christmas, and I hope you had a fantastic day yesterday. It was pretty dang awesome around my house. Now it's sort of like the aftermath now. It's kind of quiet. Everybody, all the family has went home, and you know, I don't know what to do with myself. All right. So we currently are just about picking up that VOR. So one of the hints that I've used in the past is to fly the 047 radial from Jackson's International Airport, which is on the southwest coast of Papua New Guinea, and that takes you basically right up into the middle of these little bush strips. So we've fairly well intercepted it, and I'm going to just start climbing up and seeing what happens, seeing if there's anything that pops out at me. Of course, like I say, it's been a while, and I did not do any kind of scenery check before I fired the stream up, and every so often you do get a little bit of trouble with your Orbix stuff. Well, any scenery, honestly, not just Orbix. The goal was at the beginning of the stream to find 4 or more of these. There's like 13 of them or something here in the hills, But I've since amended that goal to find one stream, or sorry, one airstrip. All I want is that one. That's one, my friends. Okay. Boom shakalaka. Here we go. I have no idea if this is the one that we initially were shooting for. I don't think so, because it's down here a little bit lower, but I at least can say I didn't get skunked. Now, finding them and landing on them are two completely different topics. Landing rate predictions, by the way, for those of you coming over from Agent Bravo 7's stream, are you have one of two choices. You can vote yes or no, or you can vote number of bounces. And I do have the Tundra tires on today, so I'm a little bit bouncy. I'm a little bit like Tigger, man. I'm bouncy, flouncy, fun, fun, fun. We're gonna toss in some flappage. Let's see if we can figure out where in the world we are. So go ahead, make your predictions. Yes, no, or number of bounces. Flaps to landing. Absolutely no idea what the wind is doing here. On the other side of the mountain, it was favoring sort of a south operation. We are currently landing almost east, kind of north or east northeast. So who knows? But this is a one-way in, one-way out strip. As you can see, it's uphill, so you're definitely not going to be landing any other way. Looks like there's a little village up here as well, so this is kind of cool. Oh, Agent Bravo 7 has gone for maybe. That actually is, okay, that is a legitimate prediction. There are a few parts that have broken off of planes up here in the past, so that's actually a solid prediction. I think I am a little bit too high. Descending quite rapidly too. That's concerning to me. All right. How fun is this? And you could be over on Agent Bravo 7's channel. You could be seeing things done by the book. Nice, smooth approaches, buttery touchdowns. Or you can come over here and have a little rodeo. I think we're getting in the neighborhood. Established on the localizer. I don't even think I have landing lights in this thing. I might. Not going to worry about it. And I'm not going to make a radio call because I don't know which of these strips we're coming into. And I only think that there are a few that even have any kind of operational comms. So if you're wondering, it's not just that I don't know real world procedures, it's that I honestly think that there are none here. Alright, flaps to full. Still way too high. Try to slip a little bit here. Oh, that was semi-successful. Don't be short. Don't be too long, but don't be too short. All right, that's looking a little better. A little better. There we go. We're down. It was kind of rough, but I needed to probably bring a little more speed into this airstrip just because of the steepness of it. But that was a pretty rough one there. That was a 2-bouncer for sure. And I would say Agent Bravo 7, that was definitely a maybe on the landing. But let's get up here and see. They all have little signs. And let's see if we can figure out which one this is. If I get turned around. Alright, hold on here. Let's hop outside. Kagi! Alright, Kagi. So, good lord. Where Kagi? So we did this one right here, it looks like. No, wait. This one, I bet. Kagi. So we have, looks like Bodhi, I think it says Bodhi on the sign, is right to the north of us. We were initially aiming for this guy right here, and we completely didn't find it at all. And then we ended up messing around down here for like 30 minutes. So I say Kagi, so I think what we ought to be able to do, in theory, yeah, just chill out your window landing. Yeah, like instead of clear prop, I'm coming. Get out of the way, everybody. So I think in theory we should be able to depart to the west and make like a quick left-hand traffic into this little effigy. Or maybe we'll find one of these two, but we ought to have a pretty good chance of finding one of those two here. Okay, well, yeah, that was not the prettiest in the world, but you know, we're down. I don't think anything's broken. No, everything looks okay. All right, flaps to take off. Let's look at my trim. Trim is zeroed out pretty well. And yeah, okay. So that landing took me from like 15 people from Agent Bravo 7 stream to like 2. They're gone. They're out of here. They can't stand the oh boy. Am I going to be able to get over there? All right, that looks pretty good. We're going to get kind of lined up here. Don't really have the opportunity to use ground effect. This is more of a fly it off the end and let gravity be your friend type of departure. Again, we're going to try. Oh boy, I got bumped over to the left. Whew. All right, we're off. And haha. We're going to make quick left-hand traffic. We should have, whoops. Should have some airstrips just right here. I mean, according to the map, oh, there's one right there. Ah, very nice, very nice. I don't even have time to do a whole lot of thinking, which is good. Got flaps to approach. I've got a big tree there I don't want to hit on the left. Yeah, Kenny, man, this is non-stop action here. On prop culture, we don't mess around. Flaps to full. See if we can be a little more, whoa, gentle. There's a little gust of wind. Why am I rolling so hard there? Alright, that was better. Kind of a one-wheel landing, but a little smoother. There's 2 down. But yeah, they're that close. There's actually, if I'm not mistaken, you guys can do the research here. So effigy, okay, so we found, so we're kind of starting to rattle them off now. So we were here at Kagi, and then we came around, landed at effigy, so we should be able to kind of do the same thing here and make left-hand traffic and hit Nadu Mooney. It's hard for me to read that, but anyway, you might do a little bit of research just to prove me wrong, but I thought I read that the world's shortest commercial airline flight, passenger flight, I should say, is here in the mountains of Papua New Guinea, and it's one of those deals like the airports are within whatever 5 miles of each other, but it takes like 90 seconds to fly it. I mean, I don't even know what the times are, but or if you travel by foot, it takes like 2 days. So anyway, it's kind of cool. But all right, so there we are, 2 down, and I would have to say the landing was much better there, and let's see if we can just keep getting better. Left hand pattern to Nadunumu. Let's get turned around here first, though.
Say that 5 times fast.
Hey, I know that voice. How are you there, Mr. Downwind?
Doing just fine. And you, sir?
I bet you're better than my landing gear right now.
Uh-oh, has it been that kind of a day?
So Kenny Monster looked it up. 5 miles as the crow flies. I'm assuming you're doing research. Kenny Monster is doing the Al South impersonation. We're looking up information on the world's shortest passenger flight, and I believe it's here in the mountains of Papua New Guinea. And it's one of those deals that it takes like a minute to fly or 2 days if you walk. All right, so here again, the plan: left traffic departure. I'm hoping that this is not higher. We're going to, if we make a good left-hand departure, we should be lined right up with it again. And, yeah, let's just find out, I guess. We're leaned out to maximum, as the Melvin flies, as the maximum mixture here. I don't want to go too far because last time I just about got bounced off to the left-hand side without me really wanting that. That looks pretty close, I think. Okay, flaps to take off. Giddy up. See if I can get the tail up here. Oh boy, it's torquing the heck out of it. Okay, there we go. Yep, same deal. Kind of sliding to the left. I got trees. Oh yeah. All right, that's a piece of cake. We had that. We had that by feet. All right, left-hand turn. Left-hand turn. Looks like this is more of a little bit more of a northeast deal here, and I hope that ridge line is not what separates us from the airfield. So I'm trying to get around, Wait a second. Now I'm heading southwest. What am I doing wrong here? Did I go too, what is going on? Effigy, I should have been. Alright, I gotta go back. I gotta get my bearings here, guys. Go back to where I wasn't lost. I've been lost, Downwind Sim, ever since you said I'll be right back. I've been completely lost. But I have found 2 airfields. So if you look on the map I showed you, we just found Effigy. And I was thinking, but maybe I was thinking wrong, that if we just made a left-hand turn, that we would be right to where we needed to be for our next little excursion. Oh, there's an airstrip. Okay, we'll get on the ground here and we'll see how close we were. This could be that Myola that we were first looking for when we started this adventure. I do have my flaps still down from takeoff, which is good. It's got me semi-configured. Pull those down to landing, get that speed back a little bit. That's your problem. Thinking, yes. Well, this is true. This is definitely a place for just kind of feel, I think, and being committed to what you're doing and not overthinking.
It's nice that somebody mowed the grass up here.
Well, appreciate that, yeah. This end looks like it has a little bit of a bump, so maybe I can get over that before I touch down. I'm going to take out a pylon. Oof. Oof. Yeah, so my second one-wheel landing in a row, unfortunately. I'm kind of in the ditch right now, I think. Come on, get out of there. Yeah. Hell. Rats.
Yeah, the Beaver can take it.
It can, but I was hoping I was on an upswing in terms of my landing. Why does this look like one we've already been at? Coggy! Oh, doggone it. We're back at Coggy. We've already been here once, and it was a bad landing the first time. Okay, well, at least I'm back to where I know where I am. But I can't count this as a third airstrip. So here's Coggy. I thought we came down here and hit Effigy, and then I thought if we just departed Effigy and made that left-hand turn, we could hit this one right here. That starts with an N, but apparently I don't know what I did. I must have missed it and then turned back around and came back. That's probably what I did. So perhaps instead of trying to fly in, this looks like it's like all in a 1 nautical mile area. How about we head out here and let's try to go to the west. Let's try to see if we can find this airstrip here. I don't know that all of these are part of this scenery package either. So that's, you know, I do know that Bodie is. How about we depart to the west? We go right hand and see if we can pick up this little one right here. Sound like a plan? Downwind. Kenny, Black Fox, anybody else that's still here?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so right hand.
Plan is fine.
Right hand departure.
Where did the map come from?
It was just another search. So it's been so long since I've been here that I was kind of hoping that there was some new resources, because the one that I had before, I think it came from Orbix, and it was okay. I mean, it showed at least you knew what airfields you were heading towards, but I thought, maybe there's something new out there, and sure enough, this is what I found. So I'm rolling with it, and we're seeing how well it helps. All right, so trim that. Yeah, nose up trim. Imagine that. And flaps.
Okay, so the map is not connected to the scenery per se.
No, but it's in a forum search where I just said map of whatever these bush strips, and somebody shared it as a potential.
Okay.
Just a potential different way of looking at it. So the jury's still out. I don't know. It's helped me find 2, I guess, so far. But
no, I think it's great.
Yep.
I mean, who knew where there's maps of this stuff?
Oh yeah, I know. All right, here we go. There is this little bump that tries to throw you to the right down here. Right there. That's the bump. And yeehaw! You know it's a good stream when the host makes fake airplane sounds. So no idea how tight we're going to have to make this turn. We want to at least not crash
That
into...
looked like the Mahogany Ridge departure.
Yes, it did. I think I see an airfield. I think I see one. Flaps to landing. It's Get this thing trimmed out a little bit here. Pretty please. So this is what's fun. If you don't have this scenery, this is what is definitely fun about it. Is it's kind of hard to find them initially, but then once you find them, they're all just kind of right here. So it's not like you got to fly for 10-15 minutes in between each little spot, which I kind of like. There's some people that are really, I mean, I've seen some guys that they're bringing in every plane imaginable in here and just doing a really nice job. I am not that guy, but I do think this is going to be a better landing. A little more stable this time. I hit the tail first on that one, which is not bad. So I shared that on my Propeller Heads channel. I shared the that Backcountry 182, and oh, stop. One of the things he has installed on his 182 is actually, yep, Bodie Pneumo. He has like a little Kevlar skid plate on his tail, and he yes, I am ignoring your comments, by the way, because I'm respecting the stereo cockpit on approach. But anyway, he has like a Kevlar skid plate on his tail that he uses sometimes. Some of his places that he lands, he likes to land his tricycle gear more like a tailwheel airplane, and I thought that was really interesting. And he'll use it also on the departure. You know how those guys, when they're doing the stall competitions, they'll kind of bounce that tail and it kind of gets them a little bit of a hop. He'll do that with his 182. Okay, so there's Bodanumu. So we've hit 1, 2, 3. If we can get one more, we'll tie my all-time record. So I'm thinking we will depart to the southwest, and we will attempt to go. Looks like we got to be in this little valley and climb, and then we'll make a right-hand turn into Hailgo, if it's there. Okay, sounds like a plan. Catching up on chat messages. Black Fox 403 said, "What about fake passenger sound?" Like, holy crap! Hold on. Yeah, don't they simulate that like in the 808 Constellation? Don't you have like passengers that'll scream or clap, or the first officer, the first attendant lady will come in and talk trash? That's not what I need. That's not what I need. Wile E. Coyote holding a sign. Actually, I need the Wile E. Coyote umbrella. That's what I really need. And yes, some Acme, like some Acme boxes and stuff would be perfect. Agent Bravo 7. Yes. Thank you. Someone who really understands the what I'm going through here. All right.
Hey, enjoy your flight. I got another Christmas event to hit off.
All right,
so
downwind. Awesome.
We will catch up with you later. Nice flying.
Sounds good, buddy. I'll be here. I'm here all night. Tip your waitress.
Okay, sounds good.
See you, my friend. It's Downwind Sim. If anybody's still left over from the Agent Bravo 7 channel, Downwind Sim, go check him out. He's got a lot of good stuff going on. Okay, I need to do this. Flaps to takeoff. We're actually going to have to get rolling here because we've got some terrain to negotiate. I think I'm going to have to go left initially, and then, so we're departing southwest right now. So we're going to be turning approximately 90 degrees. So kind of like a little bit of a 03 or a 320. Okay. There might be some Acme parachutes back here. Oh, back behind that seat is where they're stored. But okay. So 320. You know what I could do? If if a guy was thinking, he would set a little heading knob just to kind of give himself an idea. Okay, this could be tricky. Let's make sure we're leaned out here to peak power. Oh, I squeezed a little more out of it. All right, let's do it. The engine torque is awesome. I mean, it just pulls me to the left, and that's just terrible right there, guys. I apologize. We're in the grass. Now we're in the air. Okay. Climbing left. Actually looks like 3,100 is the airport elevation for this next strip, but we just have to kind of get around this hill on our right. Let's pull back the flaps. Let's get a little bit of speed built up here, and then we're going to try to come around to about 320. Chase up this valley here and see. Stretch the rubber band, pull back. Well, I got to do a better job of making sure it doesn't pull me to the left as hard as it has been. You forget about the power of this big old rotary. It just really kicks your butt. Well, if I'm going to find this airfield, I'm going to have to go all the way around apparently this, unless it's up higher than I thought. It says 3120 on the map, so we're already up where we need to be. So hopefully it'll be kind of right over this next ridge. I can hang a hard right, get on that 320, and it'll be right there for us. Certainly does not look like that's the case on my little sectional here, but and again, I don't know that this is one of the Orbix sceneries, so we're just going with it. For those of you that joined late, I'm using a new map reference, or a new map tool that I found in one of the forums, and so far it's been okay. I mean, it's led us on the right path for the most part. This is leading me up into a dead end, which is not good. I don't think I'm going to be able to out climb this guy. I definitely don't see any airfields up here, so let's do this. We'll just keep that old right hand turn and climb going. And oh boy, this is a ridge right there, isn't it? Whee! Alright, we're over. So I'm thinking that airfield must not be simulated. I see a little village down here. That's probably Effigy. It could be Minari. Let's go over here and see what we have. We kind of feel like we've already landed over here once, but let's just make an approach. Maybe not. Have we landed here yet? I don't know. I don't see where the airfield is. Where's the landing strip? Is that it right there? Maybe that is it. Alright, let's put this is more of a dirt strip. Yep, right there. I don't think we have landed here, guys. I don't remember having quite the dirt strip here. And the village size too is bigger than anything we've done so far. So I think this might be a new one. Ooh, there's a landing strip right below us. Very cool. Oh boy, these are big trees. I'm not 100% sure this is a landing strip, guys. Ah, man. Where are we going? I don't think that was the landing strip. I think I just landed kind of in the middle of the village. Whoops. Hold on. Don't crash. So that wasn't. Oh no! Tipped it over. Yep. This is what happens when you crash. Darn. All right. Wait. What do I have to do here? Pause. So that wasn't a dirt strip, guys. That was actually just the middle of the village. There's a way to get out of this. There's a way to get out of this. I think I have to. Let me try this. See if I can just slew my way. Might have to unpause. This may not work. If this doesn't work, yeah, this is going to be a bummer of a way to. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. We're good. We're good. So we did kill the engine. God, what is this piece of junk? Come on. Okay, where the heck are we? Where did I think so I thought that was a landing strip. It was not. I think I literally came in right. No, this way. Boy, I have no clue. I think we hit this one already. I really truly do. And then this is just a little walkway. All right, well, so yikes, that was bad. That was really bad. I don't know if it'll start again or not. Let's see. We're about out of fuel. So let's flip to the other fuel tank here. Let's go. Might have to turn my alternator. Let's just see. Fuel pump. Let's find out how bad the damage is. Ooh, might be kind of bad. Alternator off. Radio's off. Turn everything else off. Mag's on. That looks good. Couple of wobbles in the wobble pump. Might be a very inauspicious ending to a fun stream, but killed the plane in the village. Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe. Oh, it wanted to start there. I heard it. Come on. Come on, baby. Yeah. All right, guys. I think unfortunately that's going to do it for this stream. That's okay. We found 3. How many did I find? I found 1, 2, 3, 4, and I actually found Kagi twice. So you can kind of call that like almost like 5, really truly. So I at least, first of all, didn't get shut out. Secondly, I at least tied my record. And yeah, maybe get the village oxen over here to to help a brother out. I mean, surely this isn't the first airplane that's been cartwheeling through their village, right? All right. Well, hey, Agent Bravo 7, thanks for coming over again. Everybody else, thanks for checking in. I'm going to be doing another stream a little bit later on tonight as well, so I'm not too heartbroken that this one's coming to an end, although I wish it wouldn't have come to an end quite like it did. I wanted to fly down to Jackson's International, but that just did not happen. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing later on this afternoon, but I believe it has something to do with a 3-engined aircraft that I recently acquired. And so, yeah, just stay tuned, kind of after dinner-ish, and I'll pop up on your feeds. And found the village idiot. Yep. Yeah, he's in the left-hand seat apparently. But yeah, just coming up on the channel though, just for you guys to keep in mind. Besides tonight, there are a few things coming up that'll be pretty fun. Friday Night Ops is out in Hawaii tomorrow, so I'm going to be doing that. I'll be in the King Air, actually tootling around some of those smaller airfields, and I'm really really looking forward to that. That should be a good time. It's been a while since I've been in kind of like this. Been a while since I've been in that airplane and in that area, and so I'm excited about that. And then Saturday I am back in the DC-8, the Aerosoft DC-8, and I'm going to be doing one of the legs of the historic routes tour. So this is something that I've done with the L1011, and now I'm going to do some historic routes with the DC-8, and I am doing it in the Canadian Pacific livery. I found a few of the routes that they used to fly back in the 70s, and so this Saturday, coming up a couple days, I'll be doing leg number one for the Canadian Pacific DC-8 historic flight. So hopefully you can join me on any of those. But hey, until next time, guys, again, thanks for joining us. I hope the bumps and bruises heal up quickly, and that sometimes happens when you fly with me. But until next time, I'll be looking for you on the TCAS. Take care. God bless.